Ja. Das Thema für heute ist Leute. Und hier haben wir A, B, C und D Text. Lalita, können Sie bitte mit A beginnen?
What you said? You asked to read?
Ja, A.
Okay. Radiosprecher verschläft Nachrichten. Die ganze Nacht hat der bekannte Radiosprecher Peter Feit am Bett von seiner 2-jährigen Tochter verbracht. Sehr müde ist Feit am nächsten Morgen zur Arbeit gekommen und hat dann im Studio auf seinen Einsatz gewartet. Und die Hörer haben nach der Ansage wie immer auf die Nachrichten gewartet. Aber
Bitte?
Nachrichten?
Sure, Nachrichten.
Nachrichten, okay.
Yes. Even
Nachrichten.
Radiosprecher.
Okay.
Ja.
Okay.
Okay.
Aber plötzlich war im Radio 2 Minuten lang Stille. Der Nachrichtensprecher ist eingeschlafen und hat die Nachrichten verpasst.
Richtig, danke. Vijay, what
Yeah.
do we learn from this day?
I'll translate it.
Okay.
The whole night, the radio speaker, Peter,
Bekannte.
I don't know what is Bekannte.
Lalita Bekannte.
Becomes.
Wie bitte?
Becomes.
Nein, famous.
Famous, okay.
So the whole night, the famous radio speaker Peter, Peter White. So it is Zwei Aringen is 2-year daughter. So he spent the whole night with his 2-year-old daughter. Sehr müde ist White am nächsten Morgen.
Nächsten Morgen ist?
Next day.
Right.
Next day to work. So
Sehr müde bedeutet?
Müde is tired.
Right.
So he was so tired the next morning to go to work. And then in the studio, Einsatz.
And in the, then in the studio?
Seinen Einsatz is, what is Einsatz?
Einsatz. Lalita, Einsatz.
Use or?
Yeah, kind of.
Use, to use. To work or, I don't know. Exactly, I don't know. But the meaning for, no.
Yeah.
I thought it is use.
Correct.
Sorry?
We can say use also, that's correct.
Okay.
So So next morning he was tired to go to work, and in the studio he used Vartat is waiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So he used waiting.
He waited.
Okay. He waited. Uh, and the horror is hearer, the audience, radio audience.
Mm-hmm.
Haben nach der Ansage immer Nachrichten gewartet. So, ans, Ansage is a program.
Yeah.
So Nachrichten gewartet. So message. Wait. So the audience waited for the next program's message.
Mm-hmm. Nachrichten.
Message.
News kind of.
Okay. So announcement of the next program.
Mm-hmm.
Use 1 minute long still, but plots is what?
Suddenly.
What is it? Plot list?
Suddenly.
Okay. But suddenly the radio was uh, still was in 2 minutes still.
Yeah.
The radios the announcement the announcer is eingeschlafen and had dinner. So the announcer slept and didn't missed the announcement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He fell asleep and missed the announcements.
Announcement, okay.
Ja, danke. Und jetzt, Vijay, können Sie bitte B lesen?
Yeah. Moderatorin Mark das Fernsehen nicht. Die Moderatorin Barbara Schöneberger verdient ihr Geld im Fernsehen. Privat interessiert sie sich aber nicht besonders für das Medium, weil sie das Programm so schlecht findet. So saß auf dem Sofa.
Ja, einen Moment. Äh, Zu
So Haus,
Hause und
so Haus, privat.
privat. Ja, richtig. Ja.
So Sofa sitzen und Fernsehen. Das ist für sie kein schöner Abend. Sie lädt lieber Freunde ein oder geht in ein tolles Berliner Restaurant. Das macht ihr mehr Spaß.
Ja, danke. Yes, Larita.
Moderatorin mag das Fernsehen nicht. Moderatorin is waitress, right?
Wie bitte?
Waitress
Nein.
or
Nein.
one who hosts the program.
Ja.
Okay. Make this Fernsehen is TV.
Mhm.
TV not. The hostess Barbara Schöneberger. Beautiful. I don't know what exactly.
Which one?
Schöneberger.
That's a name.
Oh, okay. Barbara Schöneberger earns earns the money in TV. Private interessiert sie sich aber nicht besonders für das Medium. But not particularly for this medium. In private interest, she have, but not particularly for this. I don't know what is medium here.
For that medium, for that genre.
For that medium, okay, for that medium, because she find the program bad. Some of them so far to the house.
At house.
We go up from the sofa in sofa. She sit and watch the TV. That is for kind funeral, but that is not a good evening.
For her.
Sorry, for her. Yeah, for her.
Yeah.
Sie lädt lieber Freunde einladen. She invite lovely friends or get in one great Berliner restaurant. Goes to one great Berliner restaurant that makes her more fun.
Ja, danke. Und können Sie jetzt lesen?
Yeah, Panna by TV show. Bei einer Live-Show geht nicht immer alles glatt. Das musste auch die Komikerin Monika Gruber feststellen. Gruber hat extra für die große Show ein neues Stück geschrieben. Weil sie keine Zeit zum Üben hatte, wollte sie Stichworte vom Teleprompter ablesen. Aber der war plötzlich kaputt. Gruber musste vor 11 Millionen Fernsehzuschauern ihre peinliche Situation erklären. Nach ein paar langen Minuten ist das Gerät dann wieder gelaufen und Gruber konnte ihre Witze präsentieren. Und das war wie immer lustig.
Danke. Vijay?
Yeah. Bei einer Live-Show, in a live show, so it's not always glad. Like is it glad? It's not always happy in a live show.
Ja.
Das musste auch die feststellen. So comedian Monica Gruber till feststellen is finds. So Monica must find that Gruber had extra für die große Show in neues Stück geschrieben. So Gruber had extra Stück is food.
Stück is?
Food.
Nein. Stew. Duke of something.
Piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a bit.
Okay. So she had an extra.
She had written.
She written some extra bit for the big show.
Yeah.
We'll see kinesite. So
While. Kinesite.
while so because of no time, open hearted would see stitch open. I don't know what is Cuban.
Das, was sie zum Präposition und die Hausaufgaben nicht gemacht hat. Yuban is something that you haven't practiced. Okay, Yuban is practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because she had no time to practice, she will. Oh, kinesite. So no time to exercise. I mean,
Yeah.
Exercise, is that correct?
Exercise or
You-
practice?
practice.
Okay.
Okay, your practice is sounds more perfect, but Yubungen, we say Yubungen, right? Those are
Exercise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yuban is just a noun form of Yubungen.
Okay.
Because she no time to practice, she will stitch words lesson. So she will stitch words, make up some words.
Stitch word is?
She will make up some words, like make up some speech.
Prompt words. Small prompt words.
Sorry, come again.
Topic words. We write down a few important words, right?
Okay. Hints like.
Yeah, hints.
Okay. So since she doesn't have time to practice, she will have hint flashcards, I think, to read.
On the teleprompter.
On the telecast.
Yeah, the teleprompter. Yeah, it's I guess teleprompter in English also.
Okay. Aber there were plotsless kaput. But plotsless twist.
We just did that, I guess. Suddenly, unfortunately.
Okay. So suddenly something broke. Gruber must 11 million audience, TV audience. He high painless situation. So it's an embarrassing situation for 11 million TV audience.
Yeah.
Nachkein paar langen Minuten ist das hier. Next one long minute.
After one long minute.
After one long minute, she continued the bit. So she made up some joke and presented.
Right, get it? We got it.
Thus, Incident.
9. Gerät, Handy ist ein Gerät. Laptop ist ein Gerät. Fernseher ist ein Gerät.
Instrument device.
Yeah, device.
Okay. After one long minute, after the device broke, Gruber, like which presenter is she told a comedy, like she presented a comedy. So after 1 minute after the device broke, she presented a comedy, and that was always funny.
Yeah, that was as always fun.
Funny.
Yeah, danke. Und D? Hören Sie lesen.
Hawkside Stag Gate 4. Der Filmregisseur Sean K. Wortmann hat Content für das Champions League Endspiel und ist nicht hingefahren. Eine schwierige Entscheidung für den großen Fußballfan. Entscheidung.
Yeah, that's right.
Scheidung. Okay. Für den großen Fußballfan am selben Tag war die 10. Hochzeitstag für ihn und seine Frau, und das war dann doch wichtiger. Die Tickets hat er einem guten Freund geschenkt. Wortmann und seine Frau sind in das Dorf gefahren, in dem sie vor 10 Jahren geheiratet haben und haben dort schon gefeiert.
Ja, danke. Narita?
Yeah. Hawkside Stag is wedding. Wedding, right? Their film regisseur. I don't know what is film regisseur. Film producer, or is that film producer?
Regisseur, yeah. Producer or director. One of the heads.
Okay. The film director Sean K. Watchman had a card for the Champion League final play, or finals.
Yeah.
Und ist nicht hingefahren and not going back.
Drive back.
Not driving back. Is that right? Eine schwierige Entscheidung für den großen Fußballfan. One bad. I don't know what is Entscheidung.
Entschuldigung. Do you remember?
Entscheidung. I don't remember.
I just remember one word, Entschuldigung. Remember Entschuldigung?
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Entscheidung is decision.
Your voice is broken, Richa. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. Entscheidung is decision.
Okay. One bad decision?
1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
One bad decision for the great football fan. In Silbentag, in same day was their 10th wedding day for him and his wife, and Svardhan Dag Vishtisher. And that was yet important. Yet important. The tickets had I couldn't find it. That the tickets is given by his friend, one of his good friend. Watchman und seine Frau sind in das Dorf gefahren. That watchman and his wife driven to a village. In them for Zenyaran geheiratet. There they were for 10 years now married.
For Zenyaran,
right? For 10 years.
Before.
For 10 years.
Married.
For 10 years married. Und haben, so, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Und haben dort schon gefeiert and celebrated there. Beautifully celebrated there.
Yeah. Danke.
Okay.
So what was common between these four texts?
It's a narration.
Something else went wrong, right? It did not happen.
Something, sorry? Yeah, not happening.
Yeah.
It was planned to do something and it not went well.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So all these sentences were joined by connectors and also by kind of articles. And this part of grammar that we join two sentences by just using some pronoun or some articles are called as relative Satz. Relative Satz is the grammar topic that we will be doing today. And from the paragraphs that we saw right now, we can finish this exercise. Was passt zusammen? Hauptsatz is the main home sentence and relative Satz is the next sentence. So let's connect the dots. Peter White is the radio special.
Die in einer Show ihren Text. No.
Der in der Sendung eingeschlafen ist.
Richtig. Peter White, this guy. Yeah. Der in der Sendung eingeschlafen ist. Second one, Barbara Schöneberger ist die Moderatorin.
Die nicht gern fernsieht.
Richtig, die nicht gern fernsieht. Dritter, Monika Gruber ist die Komikerin. Ujjal? Komikerin?
Se de för viele Leute interessant sind. Ja.
Good. Or there is one more appropriate answer to that one.
A. Den einer Show.
Ja, stimmt. Die in einer Show ihren Text nicht konnte.
Konnte.
Vierter, Sönke Fortmann ist der Regisseur.
Der Fußball liebt.
Richtig. Oder? Correct, correct. Der Fußball.
Fußball liebt.
Ja. Und fünfter, in Zeitung gibt es immer Geschichten über Prominente.
Die für viele Leute interessant sind.
Richtig. Die für viele Leute interessant sind. Okay, over here, these are the relative sentences, and what we are doing is the main subject of the Hauptsatz or the basic root sentence, the main verb, not the verb, the main subject is not repeated in the relative Satz, but we are addressing that main subject in the relative Satz. For example, in the last one also, in Zeitung gibt es immer Geschichten über Prominente, die für viele Leute interessant sind. Now, who are we referring to with the Prominente? We are not saying Prominente again. We are just referring Prominente with the relative Satz. For the first sentence example, Peter White ist der Radiosprecher, der in der Sendung eingeschlafen ist. Peter White ist der Radiosprecher. Who? Peter White. Peter White is the main subject over here. Who slept in the Sendung? Okay. So if we go on translating, we can say we can relate relative satsa to who, or the person that, or that guy who. Okay. Let's look at the grammar part more appropriately now. The relative setsa or relative clauses. This is the grammar topic. And what are relatives clauses or relative setsa? Relative clauses are basically subordinate to the main clause. That is, they are subordinate to the main sentence, the main object, the main subject. The main clause contains the main statement, that is, the main sentence is contained by the main clause, and then relative pronoun, which begins the relative clause, refers to the main noun in the clause. That is, the relative pronoun are used to refer to the main clause. We relate the main clause in the relative sentence. There's a comma before relative clause. We have comma while joining both the sentences. The verb in the relative clause comes at the end of the sentence in the conjugated form. This is a basic rule which we use for Nebensatz also. The verb goes at the end in the conjugated form. The relative pronouns can be translated into English like who, whose, to or for whom, for people, which, and that for things. So, this is the reason why we use relative clauses. Relative pronomen. What are the different relative pronomen that we've been talking about? Of course, we would have the three different cases: nominative, accusative, and dative. Relative pronomens are similar to the articles that we know. Nominative masculine there, nominative feminine the, nominative neutral thus, nominative plural the. Accusative case, which answers the question whom and what, has masculine den, accusative feminine die, accusative neutrum das und accusative plural die. In dative, the case that answers the question to or for whom, and the case that is which is predominantly used for people is more often used for people than for objects. The dative case for masculine has den, dative feminine der, dative neutrum dem, and dative plural denen. Okay, so there the thus the, den the thus the, them there them then in. Only difference over here, I guess, is then in. We already know these are as articles also, and these are also the relative pronomen. Clear? Note the table down, please.
Uh, is there a reason there is no pronoun for genitive?
I not hear you.
There is no row for genitive, right?
No. I haven't mentioned it over here.
Okay.
And relative, actually, genitive is kind of used like relative pronomen as well. I mean,
Mhm.
we use the genitive case for the apostrophe in English. So it kind of, both of them are similar.
Okay. Mhm. Hello.
Yes?
Yeah, I thought I dropped out of call.
Okay. Lalita, done?
Yeah, I copied. Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at the examples. Here we have two sentences. Die Frau ist Sängerin and die Frau wohnt hier. Die Frau ist Sängerin is one sentence and die Frau wohnt hier is the next sentence. We will be combining both these sentences. It would be a little difficult for us to combine these both sentences with a Nepensatz or a connector. And we can simply do it with relative Satz. If you observe in both of these sentences, die Frau is common and die Frau is the subject. The main thing of that sentence is die Frau. And we would be referring to die Frau when we combine these sentences. So, when we combine these, it looks like die Frau, die hier wohnt, ist Sängerin. Or we could also write it as die Frau ist Sängerin, die hier wohnt. This might look a little confusing, but this is basically as die Frau ist Sängerin, die hier wohnt. Die Frau ist Sängerin. First sentence is remaining as it is, comma, thee, here, won't. Now, the rest of the sentence is remaining as it is, only the verb is going at the end from the second sentence, and die Frau is being replaced by die. Now, die over here is the relative pronomen. Clear? Nominative feminine relative pronomen is being used over here, and we are just combining both of these sentences and skipping die Frau.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, and even in this sentence, just to make it sound more easier or more prettier, we've said it as die Frau, die hier wohnt, ist Sängerin. The lady who stays here is a singer. Instead of saying the lady is a singer who stays here, we have just made it in a different way, like the lady who stays here is a singer. Just added one more comma and split the first sentence. That's it. If you find this one complex right now, please ignore it. This is how we are supposed to make relative zats. Okay, moving forward to the next example. Das ist der Mann. Der Mann hat uns den Fernseher verkauft. Das ist der Mann. Der Mann hat uns den Fernseher verkauft. Das ist der Mann. Der Mann is the subject, and over here as well, their man is the subject, and their man is being repeated in both of these sentences. Instead of saying their man twice, we combine both these sentences with the help of relative zats. And for doing so, we have relative pronomen. Relative pronomen over here that is being used is their, because it is their man. So first sentence remaining as it is, das ist der Mann, comma, relative pronomen der, which is replacing der Mann. The whole sentence as it is, der uns den Fernseher verkauft, and hat is going at the end. Hat is the main verb over here, which is going at the end in the conjugated form. Clear?
Yeah.
Any doubt in the second sentence?
No.
Why do we have haben and verkaufen both as verbs?
Perfect.
Yeah, richtig. So even if we have perfect in the sentences, we can combine it with relative zat in this way. Even if there was a modal verb, the modal verb would have gone at the end instead of hat. Okay? And the verb would, the main form would have remained over here as according to the modal verb rule.
Okay.
Yes. So, for nominative people, we have the question where. Okay. For nominative people, we have the question where. For nominative things, we have the question was. For accusative people, we ask the question when. And for things, we have the question was. For dative people, we have the question when. And dative is predominantly used for people. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what is relative zats. Now we will solve a few exercises, a few sentences based on it. Yes, first sentence.
It's not possible.
Sorry?
Like there is, you didn't share the screen.
Okay, sorry. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
First sentence. Is that the woman doctor who operated on you? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, first sentence. Okay, are you solving the whole thing once and then we are discussing?
No. Only first. It took this much time for this.
Okay, so we are thinking about the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is operated?
Yeah. Even I had it out.
Operiod.
Okay.
Period. Okay.
Um, is thus the the um female doctor is at Einstein, right?
Right.
Einstein, mm, comma,
Mm-hmm.
comma, the operate on, okay,
Repeat it.
sorry, the on dear operate
Can you repeat? I could not hear you clearly.
is thus the Einstein, the on dear operate, dear, dir, yeah.
Okay. And what about the past tense? Who operated?
Um, How? What is the past tense for operate?
Hat.
Only had. Okay.
And over here, instead of and here, we can simply use dish also, right? Ish, mish, do, dish,
Okay.
eresish. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the extent, the dish, or period, hat?
Aperiort. So shouldn't that be before dish, or should you move the whole verb at the end?
No.
Oh.
See, over here, the sentences would have looked like ist das die Edstin. This is one sentence.
Mhm.
And the Edstin hat dish a period. Okay, this is basically perfect tense. Haben or sein in the second position and perfect form of the verb.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
in the verb is already at the end, right? In the
Yeah.
perfect form. What we consider as the main
Hello.
verb is hab.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Hello, Rucha.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello?
Lalita, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear only some sounds, but your words are not clear to me.
Okay. 1 minute. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yes. So Vijay, this is a perfect tense sentence. Haben and sein are the helping verbs which are coming in the second position. And the perfect form of the verb is going at the end. Okay. This is a normal sentence in its perfect form. Now, when we are combining this to make a relative Satz, the verb over here, the verb over here is haben, which is
Okay,
going at
that is the end.
that.
Okay. Mm.
We are not harming the rest of the sentence. Only take the verb from the second position and put it at the end. That's it.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah. The next one, can you try?
Uh, like don't so which one should I take as main class, and dogs don't bite? I'll take that as main class, and that
Yeah,
bark as a relative
we
class.
can we can take it as anyone. Dogs
Okay.
bark and dogs don't bite.
Okay. Uh, what is the verb for bark and bite?
Bellen.
Belen for bark.
Yes. Okay.
So, hunde,
Mm-hmm. Die Hunde.
the hunde, nicht bison, the bellen, comma,
Yeah,
in
we have to
between
be combined.
bison and the.
Yeah. Cool. Die Hunde nicht beißen, die bellen. Correct. Alita, next one.
Yes. Wo, wo ist, give me a minute, please.
Mm-hmm.
Wo ist das Buch? Das, du, das, du mir geschenkt hast.
What about the comma?
After das Buch.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Next one, Vijay.
Yeah. Order is bestseller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is thus the soup the du bestellen hot?
The do.
Bestellen. No, it has to be past perfect tense. Yeah, like the bestellen should be in the perfect tense.
And what is the perfect tense of bestellen?
Gebestellt.
Bestellt. This is.
Hot.
And comma.
Between the soup and the.
Correct. And this should be hast. Du hast bestellt, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Talitha.
One minute, please.
You can't do anything for, or we can use helfen also. You can't help him.
Okay. Hell. I don't know whether it is right or not. Yes, I'm saying.
No worry.
Yeah. Erst jemand.
Ist.
Jemand. Someone.
Okay. Jemand.
Jemand. Here I got a confusion actually. I used accusative. R is sorry, dative. R is masculine, right? So I used them.
Let's not use jemand. Let's use man. Okay. Now what?
Okay. Man, masculine. So I used them.
Yeah. Ist. Ein Mann.
Okay, er ist ein Mann. Them.
Mm-hmm.
Them. Nicht helfen. Helfen kannst.
Comma?
Are you? Comma is in between ein, man and them.
Yeah. And what about the subject over here? Who cannot help?
The man cannot help.
Who cannot help? You cannot help the man. Whom you cannot help is
Yeah.
who cannot help. You cannot help, right? How have we conjugated canst?
Canst is do.
Yeah, so where is do?
Them do nicht. Sorry.
Yeah.
Them do nicht helfen kannst.
Richtig. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, Vijay.
Uh, uh, dort sind uh, kein Politiker. Uh, uh, so that them, comma, them
Mm-hmm.
is dog. Uh, trust is vertrouw.
Trau.
Trau, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Over here, politica is aber plural. So, keine
Okay.
politica.
Oh,
And
okay.
then the relative pronoun would be
Oh, this is
plural.
okay. So political, that plural, that is denen, denen.
Rish. Danke. Okay. So these were a few exercises. We will also solve a few exercises from the textbook right now. Was the screen disappearing in between while you were talking?
No.
Okay.
Your voice is actually breaking more today. I don't know why.
Yeah, even I'm trying to adjust the sound, but the widget won't work.
Okay.
Okay. So these are a few more exercises on relative Zetsa. Solve these in 2 to 3 minutes and we'll come back to those.
Only A, right? 9A.
Yeah. Are you done?
Sorry?
Are you done? 9R?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the last one.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yes. First one, Monica Gruber. I mean, the second one over here. Monica Gruber hat ein neues Tuch. Es ist sehr lustig. Monika Gruber hat ein neues Tuch.
Das sehr
Das
lustig.
Richtig, sehr gut. Dritter, Barbara Schöneberger ist Moderatorin. Sie arbeitet für das Fernsehen. Barbara Schöneberger ist Moderatorin.
die für das Fernsehen arbeitet.
Richtig, gut. Und die letzte, Schöneberger und Gruber, sind bekannte Personen. Sie arbeitet schon lange in ihrem Beruf. Die sind bekannte Personen.
Die
Die
schon
schon
Aha.
lange in ihrem Beruf arbeiten.
Okay. And Lalita?
Ja, die schon lange in ihrem Beruf arbeiten.
Sehr gut. Beide sind korrekt. Now, 9C, we would be making 10 or, okay, 5 sentences by just connecting these from table A, B, and C. Just choose any of these and make sentences. Won't require much long, okay?
Yeah, done.
Yeah. Lalita?
Die Moderatorin, die schon lange in Berlin lebt, geht gern in Restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, read all of yours. Kind of.
Das Kind, das sehr krank war, konnte nicht schlafen.
Mm-hmm.
Die Techniker, die das Gerät repariert haben, waren sofort da.
Mm-hmm.
Der Regisseur, der auch Fußballfilme dreht, lebt in Düsseldorf.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Vijay.
The Moderatorin,
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Like I'll like just right now I found something different. So it has to make meaning, right? So the regisseur has to make the movie, technician should repair,
No,
kind should be.
it's okay. If the whole sentence makes sense as a whole, it's okay, kind of.
Okay. The Moderatorin, das sehr krank, konnte nicht schlafen.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought
Now,
this would make sense if it was the kid. Das Kid, das sehr krank, konnte nicht schlafen.
yeah, it makes sense. Now, what's the error over here? Tell me. The
Okay, the
moderator
grammar.
does
Grammar.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, I didn't look at it like that. Okay, so the Moderatorin, die schon lange in Berlin lebt,
Mm-hmm.
geht gern in Restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Das Kind, das sehr krank war,
Yes.
konnte nicht schlafen.
Yeah.
Die Techniker, die das Gerät repariert haben,
Mm-hmm.
lebt in Düsseldorf.
Mm-hmm.
Der Regisseur, der auch Fußballfilme dreht, waren sofort da.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Relatives, that's clear. Or do we still have any more dots?
It's clear.
No doubts.
Cool. So over here, you can note down saying a. And we playing a quiz from this relative Zats being the main grammar topic in the next class. Okay.
Okay.
Ja. Und das ist alles für heute. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Tschüss.
Tschüss, bis bald.
Bis bald.